There's a new movie coming out, and I just gotta warn you about it. On the surface, it seems like a harmless football movie all about chasing your dreams and pushing yourself to the limit, right? But trust me, there's a whole lot more going on under the surface. This movie called Him is produced by Jordan Peele and stars Marlon Wayans. Alongside him, you've got Tyreek Withers, Julia Fox, Tim Heidecker, Jim Jeffries, Maurice Green, Akeem Hayes, and Tierra Whack. At first glance, it looks like one of those feel-good movies where you watch someone struggle and finally make it, a classic believe in yourself kind of deal. But once you see the trailer, you're going to start seeing things that are honestly pretty demonic and troubling. The movie sets it up like this. Young, promising player gets the invite of a lifetime to train at the compound of a legendary quarterback, someone who's been at the top of the game forever. Marlon Wayans' character. But what starts out as a dream come true for this athlete quickly turns into something much darker. As the training progresses, it's not just about football anymore. The film takes you on a blood-chilling ride into the world of fame, power, and the insane pursuit of excellence at any cost. It's like the deeper you go into this world, the more you realize just how far people are willing to go, and the price they're willing to pay for all that success and glory. The entertainment industry is always trying to push these narratives that sacrifice and selling your soul are just part of the deal when it comes to fame, wealth, and success. Hollywood loves to wrap all that up in flashy images and promises of earthly gains, but it's the same tired story they keep pushing in movies, music, and everything in between. And that's exactly what's going on in Him. Now, pay attention to this last part of the trailer. It's the one that really shook me. There's this scene where the actor, in a twisted moment, stretches out like Jesus on the cross, standing on top of a pentagram. And on top of that, there's blood, which is like the filmmakers are practically throwing occult symbols and demonic themes right in your face. This is supposed to be a movie about dedication, talent, and pushing yourself to be the best, right? But instead, they're pushing this old Hollywood narrative that you can't succeed unless you've sold your soul in some way. It's the same tired, do whatever it takes, even if it means giving up your humanity story. I mean, sure, they show the athlete trying to develop his skills and work hard, but all the while, there's this underlying message that success doesn't come without some dark price to pay. And that's what's really demonic about it. The movie doesn't just glorify hard work and perseverance. It twists that idea into something much darker. You can succeed, but only if you're willing to make a deal with something sinister, something beyond just football. It's a dangerous message disguised as a sports film. Well, you might be thinking, hey, it's just entertainment, right? It's all just acting, nothing to worry about. But that's where I've got to disagree with you. Not too long ago, a Hollywood actress came forward and shared a strange and unsettling story about something that happened to her while she was filming a horror movie. She got this bizarre sickness.
This is Joey King, a Hollywood actress. While on set filming a 2013 horror movie called The Conjuring, a horror movie that's really spooky, something unusual happened to her. According to her own words, she got weirdly sick out of nowhere.
Is it true that when you were on The Conjuring that you got like physical stuff happened to you?
It was pretty intense. Some weird stuff happened on set, along with the movie being scary. It's true. I developed this bizarre, rare, out of nowhere blood disorder. And basically my body, like all the red platelets from my body were like drained. They were just like gone. So I had like high risk of internal bleeding. And I was potentially gonna need like a blood transfusion. It was so dramatic. So I had to every day before work and after work go to the hospital, get my blood taken.
Now, listen to how she explains in detail how the sickness started and how it's connected to the character she was playing in that horror film.
That movie messed me up for my whole life.
How do you explain that all of a sudden during the filming of the movie, mysterious bruises show up on you?
All right. Okay. Let's jump into this story, because this story, it's so weird. And this is truly like the root of why I'm so scared of that movie. So, in the story, when the mom gets possessed, she gets all these bruises on her. And so during the filming of those particular scenes, I started having a lot of bruises show up on my body in bizarre places, like on my stomach, on my chest, like what? And so the makeup ladies thought I was stealing their fake bruises and like playing a joke on them. And I was like, why would I do that? I'm not doing that. That's crazy. They didn't believe me. They tried to take my real bruises off with like rubbing alcohol and oil. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I went to the doctor. I got a couple blood tests because they told me it looked like it could potentially be early signs of leukemia. I was so freaked out. I mean, by the way, I'm 12. Like, what doctor says that to a 12-year-old? What kind of bedside manner is that? So I get these blood tests. All of a sudden, I'm told that I have this blood thinning condition called ITP, where basically most of my red platelets drained from my body mysteriously. And so I had to go to the hospital every day, twice a day, before and after work, to get my blood taken to check my platelets and to try and rebuild my platelets on my own by taking a lot of iron. And they were just creeping up for the duration of the shoot. Shooting finishes, I go home, and I still have to keep up with this bullshit.
This goes to show that what you think is just entertainment is far from being mere entertainment. Movies like him and others with demonic themes, symbols, and hidden messages aren't just there for shock value or to tell a cool story. They are part of a much bigger agenda, one that is aimed at shaping and controlling the minds of the people. It's not just about making money or selling tickets. It's about influencing what we think, what we believe, and what we accept as normal. The target here is the mind, to get a hold of it, to twist it, and to manipulate it in ways that go unseen but are incredibly powerful. And this isn't just happening in the movie industry. This same thing is happening in the music industry too. You see the same occult symbols, the same hidden messages, and the same themes of power, fame, and the dark side of success. It's all a carefully crafted agenda, one that works to promote demonic influences and suppress the messages that truly matter, the messages of hope, faith, and redemption.
They got contracts out there that say you can't say Jesus.
Like, you literally almost signed to Polo G's record label.
I'm looking through the deal. I'm just skimming through it. I'm not even caring. I'm trying to where the dotted lines at so I can sign. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So then my homeboy grab it. He like, hold on, let me just, before you sign, bro, let me just look through it real quick, bro. Just flipping, bro. He like, stop. He was like, bro, you ain't read this? I said, read what? The thing said you cannot say the name, like literally in verbatim, it said you cannot say the name Jesus. It didn't say God.
Wow.
It said you cannot say the name Jesus. I forgot what else it said, but it said like or else. Like it was like a threat in there or something. But
this, my friends, is the work of the devil, plain and simple, and it's a clear reminder of why we need to stay far away from content that promotes demonic or satanic activities. The goal isn't just to entertain, it's to normalize darkness, to desensitize us to evil and to make us think it's okay. The more we consume these types of films, music, and media, the more these demonic influences seep into our lives, subtly altering our thinking, our values, and what we deem important. And what's worse is that it's all designed to overshadow the light. God's message, the message of good, is buried under the weight of all this darkness. You should not be watching this for any reason, no matter how enticing it might seem. If you're not a Christian, I want to let you know that you're taking in things of the world that are openly demonic. These movies, especially this one, thrive on fear. They are ways of tapping into the supernatural realm. And doing so opens doors to things you don't want in your life. People use Ouija boards to try to communicate with spirits. But what they don't realize is that they're inviting unknown and often evil entities into their lives. It's like playing with fire. You may think you're safe at first, but once that door is opened, it can be hard to close it. As Christians, we are called to guard our hearts and minds, to stay away from anything that promotes sin or the glorification of the evil. These movies that focus on demons, horror, and fear are not just fiction. They are tools used by the enemy to lure us into a dangerous place. Don't let the flashing lights or gripping storylines deceive you. Protect your soul, your mind, and your spirit from being tainted by these harmful messages. Choose to fill your life with content that uplifts, that encourages faith, love, and light, and that brings you closer to God. There's no benefit in watching movies that glorify the devil, and there's no peace to be found in feeding yourself fear or negativity. Stand firm in your faith and stay away from anything that tries to bring darkness into your life. Let God's light shine in you and around you. Fill your mind with His Word, His truth, and His love.